Dear students, in this video we will discuss about class 6 Collins English Grammar and Composition chapter number 25 Direct and Indirect Speech. Okay, so if you have not watched the previous chapters, so here look at the screen, you can go to the playlist section and also watch. Okay, so here John and Vishwa are talking about a film they watched recently. Complete their conversation. So John said, I watched Logan last week, right? Vishwa asked him excitedly, how was it? I am planning to watch it, right? So now you have to complete their conversation, okay? So here John replied, I really enjoy it, but I think you should watch it, okay, yourself to form an opinion. So here Vishwa said, you are right, I will watch it this Saturday. Then we can discuss the film. Right? So here did you notice that you used the exact words of the John and Vishwa while completing the conversation, right? That means in two ways we can express our thought, okay, to others. So first in direct way and in indirect way. So what is direct speech? Okay, so the speech in which the actual words of the speaker are repeated is known as the direct speech. So suppose take an example. He says, I am a student. Okay, I am a student. So here, who is the speaker? He is the speaker. And here this is known as direct speech. As here the speaker expresses his own words. He says, I am a student. That means I refers to who? I refers to he. And here there is use of comma as well as inverted mark. So this is direct speech. If someone expresses the speaker's idea, right? So suppose take an example here. He says, I am a student. So he says that he is a student. Right? He is a student. So here what the differences you find? In the first one, you find there is use of comma as well as inverted mark, and the speaker expresses his or her own idea. But in the second sentence, you find these are not the actual words of the speaker. Here someone expresses or uses his own word to express another's views, right? Or expression. He says that he is a student. So this is indirect speech, right? So here let's discuss briefly what is direct and indirect. So here the speech in which the actual words of the speaker are repeated is known as direct speech. The speech in which the substance of the speaker's speech is given is known as the indirect speech. That means here someone uses his own word to express another person's expression, right? So here every direct speech has two parts. Direct speech. The first reporting verb and reported speech. So as he said, I know you, right? He said, I know you, right? So here, yes, every direct speech has two parts. First, reporting verb and another, reported speech. What is reported speech? Now, the speech that is written within the inverted mark. So here, I know you. This is reported speech, and the reported verb here know. Clear? The reported speech, the speech which is written between inverted mark or quoted mark. This is known as reported speech, or we can call this is quoted speech. And the verb is used, this is known as reported verb, right? Reported verb. Clear? So here the speaker is known as the reporter. Speaker means here who is the speaker? He. Then next here the verb initiating the speech of the speaker is known as the reporting verb, as we have discussed here. Okay, this is known as reporting verb. The words of the speaker which are repeated are known as the reported speech here. These words are repeated by the speaker. I know you. This, who repeats this word? The speaker repeats this word. So this is reported speech, right? So here the verb initiating the speech of the speaker is known as the reporting verb. And the words of the speaker which are repeated are known as, this is known as reported speech, as here. I know you. This is known as reported clause or reported speech. So here some notes on the direct speech. The reported speech and the reported verb are separated by the comma, right? So as we have already discussed, he said, I play cricket, right? So here the reported speech and the reporting verb. So here the reporting verb said are separated by a comma. So here comma is used to separate the reporting verb as well as reported speech. Clear? The next point here, the reported speech always begins with a capital letter, right? So here the reported speech. What is reported speech? The speech written within the inverted or quoted mark. So here this is capital letter, always begins with a capital letter. So here I, okay, the reported speech always begins with a capital letter. Then next, the reported speech is always enclosed in a in inverted commas, right? So as we have already discussed, any tense can be used in the reported speech. Any tense can be used. That means maybe simple present, simple past, present progressive, simple future, right? Any tense can be used in the reported speech. As we have already discussed here, here simple present tense is used. He said I play cricket. This is simple present. Then another example, as we have discussed, he said I know you. So know here simple present, right? The different tense can be used in the reported speech. Then next here, the reported speech may contain all types of sentences. That means declarative sentence, negative sentence, yes, no, double H, exclamatory, optative, imperative sentence. Okay, the reported speech may contain all types of sentences. Clear? Then next here, another some notes on the indirect speech. Inverted commas are removed in the indirect speech. Like, right? We don't use inverted commas. He said that he is a, yes, he said that he played cricket, right? He said that he played cricket. So here we don't use comma. The first point you have to remember, inverted commas are removed in the indirect speech. Then next here, the comma that separate the reporting verb from the reported speech is removed, right? So here there is no use of comma as well as there is no use of inverted mark. Then next here, a conjunction suitable. Wherever don't need to use the conjunction that, okay, is compulsory. A conjunction is used after the reporting verb, that, right? That. The next point here, the tense of the reporting verb does not change. As the questions given, any tense, maybe the tense of the reporting verb. Reporting verb means he said, he says. Okay, here these tense will remain same. The change in the tense of the reported speech depend upon the reporting verb. If the reporting verb is in the simple past, then we have to make some changes in the reported clause, right? The next point here, the interrogative and the exclamatory moods are changed into assertive moods, right? So if in the direct speech the questions are given in yes no, then first we have to change into assertive. Like, so suppose take an example. He said, do you play cricket? Do you play cricket? Okay, so here you have to write he asked. He asked, right, if I played cricket. So yes, this is assertive. I played cricket. So don't write he asked if did I play cricket. This will be wrong. Don't write he asked if did I play cricket. So as the rule says, we have to change into assertive. So similarly, in exclamatory sentence, the same rule will be followed. Suppose take an example. He said, what a clever boy, right? What a clever boy you are. Me. He said to me, what a clever boy you are. You have to write, he exclaimed that I was a clever boy. Right? He exclaimed that I was a clever boy. So don't write he exclaimed that what a clever boy I was. This will be wrong. So you have to use assertive sentence if the questions are given in exclamatory or interrogative sentence. Okay, just you have to follow these rules. Then next here, the words showing nearness are changed into words showing the distance. Like as near, here will change into here will change into there. This will change into that, right? That means adverb place it will also be changed, right? So just you have to follow the rules. Okay. So here these are the notes. You should take a complete note on it so that you can easily remember where you have to make some changes, what are the differences between the direct and indirect speech, right? So here the first one, shall I open the window, right? So here while changing the direct into indirect, you must have to know the tense of the reporting verb as well as the tense of the reported verb. So here asked, okay, this is reporting verb, and the reporting verb is in the simple past tense, and the reported verb simple future, and the structure here yes no. So as when we change direct into indirect, we have to follow the rules. That means we have to use here if or whether, right? If or whether plus subject plus verb, right? So here you have to write she asked. Don't write here she told, because this is a one type of inquiry, or one we can say that she wanted to know, she asked. So here both if or whether can be accepted, right? She asked if or whether she should. So here present modal shall will change into should, whether she should, whether if or whether, right? The both can be accepted. She asked if she should open the window, or you can also write she asked whether she should open the window, right? Both can be accepted here. The next question here, it might rain, so take an umbrella with you, he said. So here it is a one type of suggestion, advised. So he advised me to take an umbrella with me. So here the pronoun will also be changed. With you means, that means he advised me. He advised me to take an umbrella with me as it might rain. Or you can also write here, he said that it might rain, so he suggested to take an an umbrella with me, right? So here you can also write this or this one. So both can be accepted here. The next question here, I am afraid I can't help you, she said. So here the reporting verb is in the simple past tense, and there are two verbs in the reported clause. This is reported clause, and here this is simple present, and here is can't present modal, right? Present modal. So she said that, okay, she said that. So here am will change into was. She said that she was afraid, she couldn't help me. So here can't will change into could, and I pronoun will change into she, right? And here I am afraid, that means she was afraid. As here the speaker is she, so according to the speaker we have to also use the, we have to also change the pronoun, right? So she said that she was afraid, she couldn't help me. Okay. The next question here, would you like to go on a trip around the world, father asked. So this is also if yes no question. So in yes no question we have to use if or whether structure, right? If or whether. So similarly here you can write father asked. Don't write here father told. Father asked if or whether, right? You can also use her pronoun I or we. Okay. Father asked if I or we would like to go on a trip around the world. So here the tense will remain unchanged, right? As here the tense is written in past modal, so there will be no changes in the tense while changing into direct into indirect. As here the reporting verb is in the simple past tense asked, and the reported verb is also modal past, so there will be no changes. So here you have to write father asked if we would like to, or I would like to go on a trip around the world, right? So here if or whether both can be accepted here. Clear? The next question here, may I use your phone, he asked, right? So he asked me. So here the reporting verb is in the simple past, and reported verb is reported verb present modal, may, might, right? May I use your phone? So this is one type of asking permission, and this is the structure of yes no. So here you have to follow if or whether, right? He asked me if or whether. So here if or whether both can be accepted. He asked me if he might. So I means refers to here the speaker is he, right? So here you have to use he. He asked me if he might use your phone. Your phone means my phone. So your phone, this is possessive adjective. So here possessive adjective will also be changed, my phone. Clear? The next question here, she says Akbar was the greatest Mughal emperor. So as you know, if the reporting verb, here the reporting verb says, okay, so if the reporting verb is in the simple present tense, present perfect, or simple future, then there will be no changes in the indirect speech, and the tense will remain same. So here this is simple past. So while changing direct into indirect, there will be no changes in the tense. So here you have to write, she says that Akbar was the greatest Mughal emperor, right? So here was will remain unchanged, was. The next question here, she will say, don't disturb me. So this is imperative sentence, right? Negative here, don't disturb me, right? So here you have to use to plus infinitive. As you know, here the reporting verb is in the simple future. So as we have already discussed, if the reporting verb is in the simple present, present perfect or simple future, then there will be no changes in the tense. So here this is an imperative sentence. So here you have to follow the structure of to plus infinitive. She will tell you not to disturb her. So here not to, not, then to plus infinitive. Clear? So here you have to use to plus infinitive structure. As it is negative, so here just you have to add not before to plus infinitive, right? The next question here, Anand says the dish is quite delicious, right? So here the reporting verb is in the simple present tense, so it will remain unchanged in indirect speech. So here Anand says that the dish is, so here is will remain unchanged as the reporting verb is in the simple present tense. Okay. The next question here, the teacher says the earth rotates like a top. So this is an this is this is a universal truth. So whether if the question given in simple past, so here there will also be no changes, right? So as it indicates a universal truth. The teacher says that the earth rotates like a top, or if the question given in simple past, it will also be same. The teacher said that the earth rotates like a top. Clear? Then next question here, don't you know the way home? She asked. This is negative interrogative, right? So as in in interrogative we have to follow the structure of if or whether, right? So similarly this structure will be followed here. She asked me if, right? If. So here yes, don't you means me. So here you have to use I. If I, and the tense here the report in the reported clause, the tense simple present. Don't it will change into simple past. She asked me if I didn't know the way home, right? Clear? Then next question here, change the sentences from indirect to direct. So here Karan says that Parminder put up a brave fight, right? So here, so as here the reporting verb is in the simple present tense, so there will be no changes in the reported clause. So this is reported clause. Karan says Parminder put up. So here it will this is past tense, it will remain unchanged as the reporting verb is in the simple present tense. Clear? So as in indirect speech you have to use comma, then inverted mark, right? Then use full stop at the end of the sentence. The next question here, Babu says that the stone was very heavy. So similarly here, yes, the reporting verb is in the simple present tense here. So there will be no changes in the tense. So as here simple past, it will also remain unchanged simple past. Clear? Just you have to use your, as it is direct speech, so you have to use a comma and also inverted mark and full stop at the end of the sentence. The next question here, he asked Manu to go with him, right? So here you have to use she said to, okay, he said to Manu, comma, okay, then come with me. Use full stop. He said to Manu, come with me. That means he asked, wanted to know whether he will come or not, right? So he said to Manu, come with me. As you know here the, yes, 2 plus infinitive structure is used, 2 plus go, 2 plus v1, right? Suppose take an example. He said, open the door. He said, open the door, right? So this is an imperative sentence. So here you have to use 2 plus infinitive. He ordered me to open the door. So similarly here this structure is also used, right? Here to go. He asked, right? Here 2 plus infinitive is used. The next question here, Raj said that he wanted to be a soldier. So here the reporting verb is in the simple past tense and reported verb simple past. That means in the direct speech we have to use simple present. Wanted it will become a simple present want, and he means Raj, it will become I, right? Raj said I want to be a soldier, right? Then next question here, the stranger asked Dipti where she lived. So you know this is WH question, right? So here you know the reporting verb is in the simple past tense. So here you will also use simple past. The stranger said to Dipti, comma, where do you live? That means here you know in the indirect speech the tense you know simple past tense is used. That means in the direct speech you have to use simple present. So here, do you live? The stranger said to Dipti, where do you live? Right? The next question here, he begged the principal to forgive him. Right? So here you have to write, he begged the principal, please forgive me. So as you know, this is a one type of request. So here you can also write both here. He said to the principal, please forgive me, or he begged the principal, please forgive me. Right? The next question here, I asked Kantla if she would lend me a pencil. So you know, this is a yes no question. That means yes, you have to follow here. Which tense? Past modal. That means in the direct speech we have to use will. Right? So here I asked Kantla, will you lend me a pencil? That means just you have to follow the tense here. Would is used. So here in the direct speech we have to use will. Will you lend me a pencil? Right? The next question here, I told him that I hadn't seen him for a month. So you know here the reporting verb simple past and the reported verb had not seen. This is you know past perfect. That means in the direct speech you have to use present perfect. Right? Present perfect. So here I said to him, I have not seen you. So him means refer to him. Him you know refer to the yes listener. So here it will change into you. I haven't seen you for months. Right? Then next question here. Krishna asked Saurabh if he had read the letter. You know here the reporting verb simple past tense and reported verb past perfect. Right? That means in the direct speech you have to use present perfect. Have you read the letter? Right? The next question here, the tenant says that the roof was leaking. So as you know here there will be no changes. Like so here you know the reporting verb simple present tense and the reported verb you know past progressive was leaking. So here it will remain unchanged. Clear? The next question here, identify the speech of the sentences, then rewrite them in the other speech. First you have to identify whether it is written in a direct speech or indirect speech. Then you have to change the direct into indirect or vice versa. So here Jamil said, tell us about your holiday. Did you have a nice time? Right? So you know this is direct speech. So you know how to identify direct speech. As you know, the easiest way to identify the direct speech, you know, starts using of comma, and also there is used of yes inverted mark. So here inverted mark is also used. So this is direct speech. So first you have to mention this is direct speech. Then you have to change into indirect speech. So as you know here the reporting verb is in the simple past tense. Right? And you know it is imperative sentence. As you know the imperative sentence start with yes V1. So here tell. Right? So here you will follow the structure 2 plus infinitive. Jamil asked to tell him. Right? To tell him about our holidays or my holiday. If you want to write in plural, then you have to mention our, or you can also mention my holiday, and whether I had or we had. A nice. So as you know here, yes, this is yes no question. Did you have? That means we have to use a if or whether. If or whether we had a or I had a nice time. Right? So first you have to mention this is direct or indirect. So this is direct. Then you have to change into indirect. So the first Jamil said, tell us about your holiday. Jamil asked us or me, right, to tell him about my or our holiday. Then second one, did you have a nice time? So you know this is yes no question. So in yes no question you have to follow the structure of if or whether. If or whether plus subject. So here whether, then subject you know yes I or we, right? The next question here, the teacher said, don't just stand there, say something. So, you know this is direct speech as there is use of inverted mark and also comma, right? So you know this is direct speech, then you have to change into indirect. The teacher told us to say something and not just stand there, right? So here 2 plus infinitive is used, 2 plus infinitive. Or you can also write here, the teacher instructed us to say something rather than just standing there. So both can be accepted here. The next question here, Archana said, I will be here at 8 o'clock. So this is direct speech as there is use of comma and also inverted mark, right? So Archana said that or told that. So here the speaker is Archana and here pronoun I is used. That means we have to use your she, that she. And here simple future is used, will. It will become would be, there. Here adverb of place, here will change into there at 8 o'clock, right? Then next question here, Lalan said to me, I am very tired. So here the reporting verb is in the simple past tense and reported verb simple present tense. And as you know, there is use of comma as well as inverted mark. So this is direct speech. So you have to change into indirect. Lalan told me that he was. Here the speaker Lalan and I is used for Lalan. So I will change into he and am will change into was. Right? Lalan told me that he was very tired. So here it will the tense will change into simple past as the reporting verb is written in simple past tense, right? The next question here, the doctor said you need to rest for at least a week. So this is direct speech as there is use of comma and inverted mark. Here the doctor this is one type of suggestion, advised. So here the doctor advised me. Yes, so here similarly 2 plus infinitive will be used. The doctor advised me to rest for at least a week. The next question here, Lalia asked me to not tell the secret to anyone. So this is yes indirect speech as there is no use of comma as well as inverted mark. So here you have to first write this is indirect speech, then change into direct. So here Lalia said to me, okay, Lalia said to me, don't tell the secret to anyone. All right, okay. As here the question he asked me not to tell. Okay, he asked me not to tell the secret. Just you have to make a correction here. Okay, clear? Then next here Jinya asked if you were unwell. So here this is indirect speech as there is no use of comma as well as inverted mark. So first you have to mention this is indirect speech. Then you have to change into direct. Jinya said to me, are you unwell? Right? Here, yes, this is in yes no question we use the structure of if or whether. So here if is used, so you have to change into yes no. Who is it tense? So here in indirect speech simple past tense is used. So you have to use simple present tense in direct speech. So here are you unwell? Right? The next question here, Priyam requested her brother to help her with her homework. So this is indirect speech, right? So here first you have to mention this is indirect, then change into direct. So here, here the reporting verb is used requested. That means yes, please help me with my homework. Priyam said to her brother, right? Please you have to use please because as there is requested the reporting verb is used. So this is an imperative sentence. Please help me. Right? The next question here, Mr. Reddy said that he couldn't help me. So this is yes. This is also indirect speech. Right? Then you have to change into direct. So here you find yes the reporting verb simple past and reported verb also yes past modal. So here can will be used. Right? Mr. Reddy said I can't help you. So here pronoun will also be changed, tense will also be changed, another object will be changed. Me means you, right? Then next question here, Varun said, did you hear what she said? So this is direct speech as there is use of comma as well as inverted mark. Varun said, did you hear what she said? So here you have to follow if or whether, right? So here did you hear? That means simple past tense is used and reporting verb simple past. That means here the reported verb will change into past perfect, right? So here you have to write Varun asked me if I had heard, right? I had heard what she said. So did you hear? This is simple past tense. As you know, if the reporting verb is in the simple past tense and the reported verb is also simple past tense, it will change into past perfect. So here you have to mention, if I had heard what she said. Clear? Then next question here. Rewrite these sentences using proper punctuation, then change them into indirect speech. So you know all are written in direct, but you have to use punctuation mark. That means use of comma as well as inverted mark or question mark, right? So here, first I said to him, let us go for a walk, right? So here you have to use comma, then inverted mark. I said to him, let's or let us go for a walk. That means you know it is a one type of suggestion. This is an imperative sentence. Suggestive imperative sentence. So here you have to write, I told him that we should go for a walk. Or you can also write, I suggested him that we should go for a walk. Or you can also write here, I suggested going for a walk. So here all these three can be accepted, right? The next question here, how smart you are, she said. So you know this is exclamatory sentence. How smart you are, right? So here you have to use exclamation mark, comma, she said. She remarked, right? She remarked that I was very smart. So you know here reporting verb simple past tense, reporting verb and reported verb simple present, right? So how smart you are, that means I was very smart. You have to change into declarative sentence. So don't write the indirect speech in exclamatory. You have to use declarative sentence. So she remarked that I was very smart. Don't write she remarked that how smart I was. This will be wrong, right? The next question here, she said how happy I am. So this is also same, an exclamatory sentence, right? So here you have to write she exclaimed that she was very happy, right? So here you have to use in exclamatory sentence we use you know exclaimed with joy, exclaimed with sad, right? So here you have to mention she exclaimed that she was very happy. As you know here the reporting verb is in the simple past tense and reported verb simple present am. So here am will change into was, and you know here the speaker is she and here pronoun I is used, so I will change into she. Clear? The next question here, sit down boys, said the teacher. So you know this is instruction, right? The teacher instructed. You can also write the teacher told. The first you should use comma, inverted mark, right? Then change into indirect speech. The teacher instructed or told the boys to sit down. So here 2 plus infinitive is used as it is an imperative sentence, right? The next question here, he said to me, wait until I come. He said to me, wait until I come. So here you have to use comma and inverted mark, right? So here he told me to wait. So here 2 plus infinitive is used. Until I, yes, I means refer to here the speaker is he. So here you have to mention he. And as you know here the reporting verb simple past. So here come will change into came. Okay. The next year, let's go home now, she said. So here, let's go home now. Use inverted mark, comma. Okay. She said that we should go home. So here you can also drop the word you know then, right? You can also drop here you know adverb of time. So she said that we should go home. Okay. So he proposed. You can also mention here both can be accepted here. He proposed or suggested that we should go home. Okay, so here you can also, it is no longer required in the sentence that reports the past event. So here you can also remove then. Okay, then next question here, do you want to see the show? He asked. So you know this is yes no question. That means we have to follow the structure of if or whether, right? The first you have to punctuate, then you have to change into indirect speech. He asked me, right? So you know this is simple present, do you want, it will change into simple past. He asked me if I wanted, right? If I wanted, so you know you means refers to me, that means you have to use the subject I. He asked me if I wanted to see the show, right? The next question here, get well soon. So you know this is one type of, we can say prayer, wish. This is you know optative sentence, may you live long. So here get well soon, she told me to get well soon. So here 2 plus infinitive is used. Or you can also write here he wished that I might get well soon. So here both can be accepted. Okay. The next question here, do you like your present? This is yes no question. So here you have to follow yes no. You have to follow if or whether structure, right? Here the first you have to punctuate. So as you know, here the reporting verb simple past tense and reported verb simple present. So here the reported verb will change into simple past. He asked me if I liked, yes, your present means my present, right? You will change into I. He asked me, he wanted to know if I liked my present, right? The next year, please show me the way to the hospital, he requested. First you have to punctuate it, right? Then you have to change into indirect speech. So here, then you have to change into indirect speech. He requested me to show him. So here 2 plus infinitive will be follow. To show me means to show him the way to the hospital, right? Then next year, let's write, what did your principal say in the last assembly? Report his or her speech using the indirect speech. So here you can take a screenshot of it, right? Okay, so I think this video will help you. If you find any doubt, you can comment in the comment box. Okay, thank you.